Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, November 21, 2021. Doubts are inevitable because you are human and you require different experiences so that everything arises in the best way. Also, you would be in good stead, making the transition from the signs from Virgo to Libra fill you with good energy and not stagnate in negativity. Possibly you would be closer to feeling yourself every day, but suddenly some people question you, especially because in whom you have believed, they would have kept you waiting for what they wanted and not what is important to you. But the moon would fill you with grace, making everything have a better panorama. Mercury is directly in Scorpio, and it suits you in the best way. It means that you would be flowing like water and understanding that even though others do not flatter you, you shine with your light. That would undoubtedly annoy a few who are waiting for you to give up. You seem very excited today. You have a particularly keen sense of humor and you'll tend to make nice little comments all the time. It will just be necessary to make sure that everyone appreciates your remarks. Do not make mistakes. Some ambiguous thoughts can sometimes be misunderstood. If you have a meeting with your manager, possibly try to cut your tongue before going. Do not hesitate to give your opinion. Your realism will not fail you. You pull the rope without feeling it. You need both rest and exercise, but better compartmentalized, without mixing genres. This day, you are motivated and you are making the necessary efforts to be effective. You show absolute rigor. By doing this, you know you have everything to gain and you are playing the game while keeping a smile. Today, your romantic relationships shine brightly. You happen to be concerned by this good news. You don't have to do anything, just wait for others to come to you. The atmosphere is. It is a good time for you to take into account that leaving salts, sugary drinks, dairy, and pork meat could detoxify you for a very good time, bringing health in you. Now better than ever you are in the best of times to feel that the strength of your physical well-being is at your disposal. Today, you might want to hang out with amazing people. Need exoticism and eccentricity? You are right, this energy is so different from your inner nature. You could have a lot of fun hanging out with artist friends. Or maybe it's a very trendy website launch party. What you experience today will energize you and fill you with joy. Organize yourself so that you don't miss anything if you are offered any suggestions. In this period influenced by Neptune, you tend to worry more than you need to, and this strongly impacts your morale. Clear your mind by trying new things and stepping out of your comfort zone. Now is the time to organize a last-minute dinner with a few friends, grab a movie ticket without looking at the name of the movie, or go for a walk in a completely unknown corner. Go for it and forget about the time from a few hours of all your hassle. You would observe your surroundings to realize how lucky you are. Although not everything paints in the best way, find in the grace of the number 8. The divinity of staying consistent with what you have earned. Don't feel unfortunate. Everything would be better from now on. You don't always want to be pragmatic. At the moment, you don't worry about your financial situation. You are more concerned with human relations issues. However, today you will have to focus on solving some very concrete problems. You will have to list your expenses for the month and see where your money goes. It may be necessary to reduce your expenses and increase your income of big money. If you need a loan, now is the perfect time to apply. The banks will be reassured by your seriousness and your ambition. You are organized and your plans are likely to work as you planned. If you are feeling adventurous at heart, you are now ready to make big decisions. You might consider evolution or a change. Today, you start to climb the slope. The trine between the Moon and Pluto today would be beneficial. It means that you would be in the best of times to feel again in grace and high vibrations. Do not complicate yourself if you feel that suddenly it is better to stay isolated. You could find in reflection the power of tranquility without hesitation. You might want to put the brakes on your current romantic relationship today. Do not take this as an ominous sign. It only means that you are no longer on your cloud and are thinking about adopting a more realistic attitude. It's not a bad thing. You will finally have your feet on the ground. The lonely natives will not see anything coming for the moment. But everything comes at the right time to those who know how to wait. Don't focus on being single, your close friends and family need attention too. Make sure everyone around you is doing well and doesn't need a listening ear, a reassuring hug, or sound advice. If you are in a relationship, your partner will ask you important questions. Take the time to think things through and don't be impulsive so as not to hurt him. Surely you would be making things much more prosperous than before at the work level. Without a doubt, you could be the example of some who wonders how you would do to have the prosperity that characterizes you. Remember that you have the moon on your side and that you flow in grace with it, so it is better that you feel is a good moment so that everything runs its course as it should. There may be another woman supporting you today. You may know her, but it's more likely to be someone you don't expect. With your tendency to keep your nose on your work, you don't always pay attention to the people who surround you. Which doesn't mean they don't notice you. Meet new people, reach out to others and enjoy their support, you won't regret it. Do not indulge in reckless spending today, especially if you are a native of the second decan. The position of Mercury in your heaven indeed encourages you to give free rein to your desires, but avoid giving in to temptation. A rash decision is looming that could have definite consequences for your household finances. Weigh the pros and cons carefully before embarking on an expensive purchase that those around you could blame you for having made without prior consultation. It is well known that faithful friends can be counted on the fingers of one hand. Everywhere, fake tokens roam. Fortunately, you have learned to beware of it. Indeed, in these circumstances, do not rely on the digital aspect. Focus on his emotional character. Thus, to meet all the conditions for membership in your friendly close guard, knowing how to listen without judging remains one of the essential qualities. Finally, in this tacit contract, demand the addition of this essential clause, the reciprocity of feelings.